passion. My bowling alley cocktail waitress down at the Lucky Lanes says that I'm too young for her, won't give me the time of day. But I see her every Wednesday at the league night slinging booze. She's got me jumping right out of my old school bowling shoes. I'm all hung up on a woman, but she don't love me. I choked up on a secondhand accessory. You know I'm never gonna change her ways. Women like that don't change. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Sucking on a heater, put the love music on. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Roll me over with your loving ways. She's a chimney, are you with me? Puff, puff, give, but she don't give. She's a chimney, sugar mama one. What am I gonna do with the notion of you? I can't get you out of my head. I know it sounds lame, you knock me out of my game. Quit loving on who you're loving on, come love on me instead. I'm all hung up on a woman, but she don't love me. I choked up on a secondhand accessory. You know I'm never gonna change your ways, cause women like that don't change. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Sucking on a heater, put the love music on. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Roll me over with your loving ways. She's a chimney, are you with me? Puff, puff, give, but she don't give. She's a chimney, sugar mama one. I'm all hung up on a woman, but she don't love me. I choked up on a secondhand accessory. You know I'm never gonna change your ways, cause women like that won't change. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Sucking on a heater, put the love music on. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Roll me over with your loving ways. She's a chimney, are you with me? Puff, puff, give, but she don't give. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Yeah, baby, she's a chimney, she's a chimney. She's sucking on a heater. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Roll me over, roll me over. She's a chimney, are you with me? Puff, puff, give, but she don't give. She's a chimney, sugar mama one. Instead of outside, instead of outside, smoke them if you got them. Left to the right, top to the bottom. Instead of outside, smoke them if you got them. Instead of outside, smoke them if you got them. Smoke them if you got them.
A pomegranate and a glass of juice for breakfast. A new chain and the Schwinn is cruising fine. Left my sandals back at the apartment that I'm loving this morning. Cause I just scored a free umbrella and I'll be here all afternoon. And I'm alright right now, and everything's fine. Just because I'm thinking of you, I'm happy. Sitting here in the parking lot, the sun is shining and the trees are waving at me. And I've been back since about 4:30. The chances that I'm driving you home, the odds are 3-1. Odds are 3-1. Strike up a conversation with the lady in the armchair. Through the frisbee tail, I'll watch the sun go down. Lost track of the time. Is anybody at the time? Well, I know I can't change your way, no matter what I try to do or say. But I'm thinking maybe change is a good thing. Change is a good thing. 'Cause I'm alright right now,
test. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome. We got about 5 minutes until we start. We have some announcements we're going to make first, and then we'll get moving and grooving. So thank you everybody for taking time to come out here tonight. Thanks.
Are you just playing me? Tell me, it's nothing new, 'cause I've been here before. And when you think of me, would you tell me, do you imagine you want something more? Desire's only relative, but I don't have a damn to give, so why do we do what we do? I know it's only acting, but is it necessary? Do you
All right, everybody, here we are. We are at the event of the year. This is Chopped, Rocky Mountain Development Council style. I'm Andy. I'm going to be your host tonight. So I want to welcome everybody and thank you so much for coming for the first time or coming again. This is going to be such a fun evening. What a way to spend a Saturday night. And I want to welcome everybody at home because we are live streaming again this year. Thank you for tuning in. So before we get to the chefs and the judges, I would like to introduce the executive director of Rocky, Lori Lattis.
Hello. Okay, good. I'm on. Hi, everyone. I am so excited. It's my great pleasure to be the executive director of Rocky Mountain Development Council. And I am excited that you're all here to participate in this fun event. We took a great big chance back in 2020 and had this event. It was scary. And a week later, a global pandemic shut the world down. But we waited a couple years. We brought it back last year, and it was so much fun. And we're hoping that it is just an annual event that you'll all want to come and experience. So I think it's my job to just talk a little bit about what Rocky Mountain Development Council does. I know a lot of you in this audience are very familiar with our work, but now I have to consult my cheat sheet because we have so many programs, and invariably when I'm in front of a lot of people, I'm gonna forget one. So I'm gonna start by saying that we develop and manage affordable housing properties in Lewis and Clark, Jefferson, and Broadwater counties. We have 382 units. Some are for families and some are for seniors. We also have energy services. We do energy assistance payments and weatherization to try to help people save money on their energy bills. Oh, we have Head Start and preschool here in the neighborhood center and around those 3 counties that I mentioned. We have senior volunteer programs. We do Meals on Wheels. We have a lot of wonderful volunteers who drive around Helena, and also in the rural sites in the counties that we serve. We do a lunch here every day at the senior center. We have activities from bingo to exercise classes to quilting to pinochle. It's endless. And I'm just so happy that you're here to share in this evening with us, and let's just have some fun. Okay, now where is Steven? Okay, so this young man right here is the mastermind of this evening. Kinda. Well, don't let him be humble. He's done a great job of planning this, and there's a lot of other folks here that work for Rocky, some of which are wearing volunteer t-shirts, and some are just in the audience like myself. But this is Steven Ferreter, and I'm gonna turn this over to Steven.
All right. Thank you, Lori. Sorry, my voice is kind of gone. I just have a couple quick things to say. First off, thank you everybody, our sponsors, our guests, for supporting Rocky. And I really want to give special recognition to our chefs. This is a lot of mental strain. They're all very busy. They have great businesses. So I just really appreciate them making this happen. And please support them after the event and beyond, going into spring and summer. Also, we do have, in addition to all the fun you're gonna have, we do have one task for you guys. If you saw the Rocky trivia on the black table out here in the lobby and you grabbed one, put your name on it. If you didn't, go grab one, put your name on it, fill it out, and in the beginning of the 3rd round or 2nd round, I'll have you turn those in. Andy will keep you updated. And then we have a nice Rocky jacket for the winner, and that is our Rocky trivia. And then also one thing I wanted to mention is that we are experimenting with a new way of doing our silent auction. It's kind of a hybrid model. So if you haven't signed up on GiveButter, I would encourage it. It makes it a lot easier to check the bids that are coming in. If not, and you've already kind of filled out on the paper form, our auction runners are going to do our best to update the bids as they come in, both online and on paper. So just have some grace with us there, work with us there. We'll do our best to get it right. And thanks for coming. Let's have fun. Thank you.
All right, let's not waste any more time. I have a cheat sheet too. I've also got cheat glasses, but why don't we get to know who these chefs are? So our first one, I'm not gonna get too close to that. From Hardware Cafe, this is Chris Abrego. Put your hands together, everybody. From City Stack Catering Company, Emma Ramirez. And from Abana Adonis Zamora Garzon. All right, that was a very, very nice welcome. Now let's welcome the judges. Former owner of Benny's Bistro, Margaret Corcoran. Last year's winner from the Hoppa, Dan Bay. And from some other planet in this universe, one of my best friends, Curtis Grevenitz. Sorry, bud. Okay, let's go over some rules. If you've seen the show Chopped, great. If you haven't, what happens is you have 3 chefs. They have 30 minutes and 3 rounds. The first round is an appetizer, the second round is an entree, and the third round is dessert. Everybody gets through the appetizer round, and we'll eliminate one person, and then we'll have the championship after the entree round. So, what did I miss? Oh, they have mystery baskets. Each chef gets a mystery basket with kind of maybe some weird ingredients that they have to use every single ingredient, Dan Bay, in the basket. As well as, if you look over into the west corner there, there's a fridge with dairy and some refrigerated products and a pantry full of all kinds of stuff. So they can use anything out of that, but they must use everything in their mystery baskets. Hey, should we bring these baskets out? Let's get them out. So you guys are going to open those when I give you the 3, 2, 1. And you are going to have 30 minutes to create an appetizer. You'll give them to the judges. They'll judge. On to the next round. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I'm going to tell you what's in the mystery baskets. We have ahi tuna, candied papaya, canned corn, coconut milk, and a tofu mango. Yeah. You're going. Go. I'm just telling them what's in there. Start cutting, start going. And folks, you don't have to be quiet about anything. In a few minutes, we're going to play a couple videos that we took of one of the chefs and one of the judges, and we'll do that every round. Just some videos in their habitat, so to speak. So whoop it up. Here we go. Oh, I'm leaving this spot. Yeah, well, I totally spaced it. And they got less than All right, we got food also and drinks in the back room. Go get it. Uphill Grill has put a taco bar together, and that'll be ready soon.
Nothing gets you down.
All right, food's ready, everybody. There's 2 lines that can form up there, so as it starts to move, just go up and get your food. Make sure and get a drink too. Have one for me.
Broken glass, whatever. Do you think this could last forever? 'Cause every star's got a fade. Every star's got a fade.
And folks, if you want to come up and look and stand behind the black line that's in front of the chefs, you're more than welcome to do that and see what they're doing.
Get up and nothing gets you down. You did everything to rule this town. Got your name in a star on the boulevard. Now everyone knows who you are. So you get up and nothing gets you down. You did everything to rule this town. People walk on your name on the boulevard, but nobody knows who you are. No, nobody knows who you are. 'Cause everyone just sees a star. I think I'd like living life without the time clock. Punch in, punch out, it's all the same day after day. It's getting old, living life for my lunch break. What I wouldn't give to throw my 40-hour week away. I can't wait till I give up my day job. Move to the beach, live in a bungalow and play in a tiki bar band. I'd party all night and I'd sleep all day. I'd do it right now, but I got bills to pay. So I'm spending every moment dreaming of that day when I give up my day job. That's me, kicking it in my flip-flops. Feel the sand between my toes. I'll never wear shoes again. That's me, sipping on another Mai Tai. No stress, soaking up the sunshine. Never let the good times end. Well, I can't wait till I give up my day job. Move to the beach, live in a bungalow and play in a tiki bar band. I'd party all night and I'd sleep all day. I'd do it right now, but I got bills to pay. So I'm spending every moment dreaming of that day when I give up my day job. I can see it right now, lying around with the palm trees in the breeze. Straight down to nothing and jump in the ocean. Sounds pretty good to me. I can't wait till I give up my day job. Move to the beach, live in a bungalow and play in a tiki bar band. I'd party all night and I'd sleep all day. I'd do it right now, but I She walked up to me like a hitman looking for a hit. The leather whip she was caressing clued me in that I was done for. A sexy smile, black leather negligee, seductive style, you know it's time to play. And so I asked, is it gonna hurt what you're gonna do to me? And she just smiled and said, you've seen too many movies. When she's all good to go, bucket like a man, there ain't no whining or crying aloud. She's all good to go, bucket like a man. Oh, she's gonna find someone who can. What an unexpected ending to a night out on the town.
Yeah, if you're wondering where these microgreens came from over by the soda machine, they came from N-Bar S as well as mushrooms. So, a big round of applause for the microgreens. N-Bar S!
It's not the picture that I had in my head. Spread eagle on my back and barely moving, with wrists and ankles tied down to a four-poster bed. When she's all good to go, bucket like a man, there ain't no whining or crying aloud. When she's all good to go, bucket like a man, well, she's gonna find someone who makes her happy.
1 hour.
All right, we're down to about 19 minutes for appetizers. Keep going, chefs. You're doing great.
Submit to all of her desires. And brother, if you can't give her what she needs, then maybe she should roll on up to me.
Okay, I want to thank a couple sponsors. The Chef's Tasting. Silverman Law, thank you so much. Entree, Morrison Merrily. Entree, Technology Services. The Investment Group, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and St. Peter's Health. Thank you so much.
To go, bucket like a man. There ain't no whining, there ain't no crying aloud. She's all good to go, bucket like a man. Oh, she's gonna find someone when she's all good to go, bucket like a man. There ain't no whining or crying aloud when she's all good to go, bucket like a man. Well, she's gonna find someone who can. Who can? I wake up every morning and you're not there. You were never there, but in my imagination, you love me. And I'm trying to put it in simple terms you can understand. You don't need no stupid boy, you need a man. Hey Taylor, I'd swiftly run away with you and make all of our dreams come true.
Run a video.
Just me and you.
Run a video.
We could get a
First video
and take the
is Adonis Habana.
go to the
All right, everybody, just pay attention to the screens once in a while. We had some videos that we did with the chefs and the judges prior to the competition. and we'll be playing Habana, Adonis Zamora Garzon's, in just a minute. All right, so I'm here with the world famous Habana food truck and Adonis, the owner, who's one of our contestants this year at, of course, Rocky Mountain Development Council's third annual Chopped Edition. How you doing, my friend?
How you doing, sir? I'm very excited about this, and this is my first time in that kind of event. But yeah, I promise I'm gonna be good.
So your food is awesome. What is one of the best things that you think you serve out of your truck?
So to be honest, people like everything, but Tropa Vieja is like a cherry beef, and the rice and beans is really famous.
Is that one of your favorite things to cook, or what is one of your favorite things to cook?
Honestly, I like to cook. I enjoy cooking, me and my wife, and yeah, Tropa Vieja is good, and the Cuban sandwich is really good too.
And you know what? It's really sad is I didn't eat anything all day coming to do this interview, hoping your food truck would be open. And it's not. You just came down to do the interview. So now I'm starving and I can't have one of those beautiful sandwiches. When are your hours?
Well, this is our part-time job because we have another job, and this is like on the side. But mostly we are all around the town. On Wednesday we are more at the headwater brewery. Thursday we are trying to be at the Blackfoot, and it depends of the event that we have. Any event, and sometimes we have to go out of town. But in the summertime we are at the farmers market every day, and different brewery, and 10 miles. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. We're really, really excited to have you and hope you do well. And just remember, cooking is fun, my friend.
Oh yeah, cooking is part of my life. I learned from my grandmother. My mother is the real school, and yeah, we enjoy cooking, and it's an honor for me to share my culture with all of you guys.
Well, thank you, Adonis. It's very nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
And we are going to make sure and get some food here at one of those locations. All right, we'll see you soon. Thanks. Very, very nice. All right, we're here with Adonis at Appetizer Round. Adonis, how you feeling?
Good, man. A little nervous, but I'm good.
All right, he's good. I'm good too. What are you cooking?
I'm trying to make a fish a la cubana. It's a Cuban style. It's kind of sour and sweet at the same time, and it's really tropical.
Beautiful. Thank you, Adonis, so much. Okay, getting close to 12 minutes. Close to 12 minutes.
Well, who's not good enough now? You suck. Good luck finding someone as amazing as me. 'Cause I'm not a liar, and I can see through your manipulating smile. So who's not good enough now? I suppose this is just another friend. You play him against me like you're playing me against him. Your selfish need for attention never ends. You want every guy to beg for you.
Between Uphill Grill and these chefs, this place smells so good.
So who's not good enough now? You suck. Good luck finding someone as amazing as me. 'Cause I'm not a liar. Now I can see through your manipulating smile. Who's not good enough now?
Okay, let's thank Marsh McClellan Agency, Mosaic Architecture, Future Sync International, Silver Star State Company, and Opportunity Bank. All right, we're 2/3 way done. You guys got 10 minutes. Woo! It smells so good. Looks so good. All right. Now we're going to show you a video of one of our, well, last year's champion, Dan Bay from the Hopper. Let's see what he's got to say.
You told her goodbye. You sacrificed
Going to be here this year again, but not as a contestant. He's going to be a judge. Let's go talk to him. All right, everybody, I'm here with Dan Bay from the Hopper right here in Helena, Montana, who was last year's Rocky Mountain Development Council Chopped winner, and he did a great job. Dan, are you excited to be, oh, and I have to say he's going to be a judge this year, and you see him here right now being a judge. Are you excited to be a judge?
I am. Should I be holding my trophy for this, or?
Where is the trophy?
It's upstairs. It's in a locked case because I, gotta protect it.
Those are made of solid gold, by the way. The Chopped edition here in Helena with Rocky Mountain Development Council, they go all out on the prizes. So I have a question for you. Do you remember all of the mystery ingredients from last year?
Man, I remember most of them. I was actually just trying to remember them, but I remember the keys, like the appetizer was pork belly and Brussels sprouts. And then the main was a steelhead trout, huckleberry fennel, something else. And then dessert was espresso. Oh boy. Oh, fruit cocktail, ice pops. It was wild. Yeah.
It was wild. What is it that you exactly made the dessert where you clinched it last year? What did you make for dessert?
So I made a pot au choux pastry. So it's basically like a little puff ball. Which was not easy in 20 minutes to do. And I kind of totally shut down mentally for about 3 minutes there at the beginning of the round. If you watch the footage back, I just totally like blanked out. And then I was like, all right, I gotta go. And so I made that with like a sweetened cream and an espresso chocolate glaze. And that was the clincher.
How hard are you going to be on these contestants this year?
Oh, I'm going to be incredibly hard. I expect nothing less than perfection. And I will spit it out. I will send it back. So.
Wow. Those are some fighting words already, and he's not even in the competition. So do you know who the contestants are this year?
I do, and I know them all personally and have great relationships with all of them. So I won't be spitting anything out.
Hey, any advice to the chefs?
Just follow your heart. Cook something that you would want to eat. Remember to take deep breaths and not be afraid of the moment, and have fun. It's the biggest one.
Thanks, Dan Bay with the Hopper, Helena, Montana. You guys have a great time doing your cooking. He's not going to be easy on you. We're out. Yeah, so as soon as Dan Bay gets back from the Hopper, we'll have a chat with him. Sorry? All right, we found Dan Bay. Dan, let me ask you a couple questions. What do you think of the smells in here right now?
Good smells. Onions, garlic, that's the real key to a dish, in my opinion, and we got a lot of that going. I'm curious. I'm watching everything that's going on, and I'm pretty impressed. These guys are keeping their composure for now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. When I cook, unfortunately, people just say it's warmed up dog food. That's what it tastes like. But this is far from that. So thanks, Dan, so much having you here. And congratulations last year for being the champ.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
You got no business doing business with the sun. You're short on money, you're short on brains, you're short on time, you sure ain't. Well, you can see that history repeats, but it's all brand new. This gig is not quite what it seems. Your Benjamins are smelling dirty. It's time to do your laundry, but you just scratched on the 8 ball, and it ain't your property. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom, boom goes the dynamite. The dynamite does what the dynamite does, what the dynamite's designed to do. Boom, boom goes the dynamite. This is all one big misunderstanding. You believe you've been telling us the truth this whole time, but you've got to close before you have a grand reopening, and you should probably change at least something before you claim that you've been renovating. Don't act surprised, you know you've got it coming. Find a new place to hide your dirty money. The stench of this dishonesty is stinky, stinky, stinky. Time to blow this popsicle stand. So light the fuse. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom, boom goes the dynamite. The dynamite does what the dynamite does, what the dynamite's designed to do. Boom, boom goes the dynamite.
Adonis, you done already? You ready to go? All right, we got one that is ready to go. Mr. Garzon, Abana. All right, chefs that are remaining, you got 2 minutes. You're down to 2 minutes to plate.
I sit back and close my eyes and let your memory fill my daydreams for a while. You're in your own little world, but you're always in my mind all the time. Crazy, crazy, crazy for you. I used to be fantastic and hanging alone. I really didn't have any other place to go but an innocent hello, and you got me feeling kinky. I wonder what you're doing now. Think about you all the time, and I wonder, are you thinking about me while you're up there in the clouds? My
Okay, we are down to 1 minute left. Appetizer round almost over. Woo! Let's thank Northwest Energy, Montana Broom and Brush, Big Sky Brokers, Cisco, 360 Office Solutions, Helena Home Team, Alpha Graphics, Poacher Brothers Upholstery, N-Bar S Microgreens. Thank you. Thank you. 30 seconds. Less than that. 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and woo! Nice work. Great work. All right, do we have our judges are ready? Awesome. All right, we are going to have Emma bring hers up first. They need silverware. Hey, Steve Farrader, where are you? Steve Farrader. We need silverware. Unless they eat with their hands, which is fine by me. Yeah, you got to get your face into it, Curtis. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Curtis's, there's another Kurt here, I think, or a few of them, but who is the second best looking Kurt in the house right now? No, go ahead and stand up. Second best look. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Farrader. You're awesome. All right. Okay, Emma, tell us what you made with the appetizer round.
Today I made for you charred corn salad with some charred tuna lardons, and then you have a coconut cream with charred mango. Yeah, there's a lot of chard in it. And then I rehydrated the papaya, kind of tried to make a quick tahine with a little bit of vinegar, chili, salt, olive oil, because I saw these ingredients and I thought of where I was last year, which was Mexico. So eating papaya on the street, I just wanted like that nice, like smooth sweetness to the salad. The charred corn was to bring out crunchiness. I'm not sure if I accomplished that with canned corn, but yeah, just a fresh kind of like Baja salad.
All right, Emma Ramirez, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, we're going to give the judges just a few minutes to try it out, score it, and then we'll have Chris will be up next, but it'll be a second.
Friends with benefits,
Okay, so I have a young future chef of America, Peyton here. She just tasted a piece of it. Peyton, what do you think?
I don't like the tomato.
Oh, okay. That's typical. But everything else was great, wasn't it?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Peyton.
And I'll be here all afternoon. And I'm all right now. And everything's just because I'm thinking of you, I'm happy. Sitting there in the parking lot, the sun is shining and the trees are waving at me. And I've been back since about 4:30. The chances that I'm driving you home, the odds are 3-1. Odds are 3-1. Strike up a conversation with the lady in the armchair. Through the fish bit tail, I'll watch the sun go down. Lost track of the time. Is anybody at the time? Well, I know I can't change your way, no matter what I try to do or say. But I'm thinking maybe change is a good thing. Change is a good thing. 'Cause I'm all right now, and everything's just because I'm thinking of you, I'm happy. I'm sitting there in the parking lot, the sun is shining and the trees are waving at me. And I have been bed since about 4:30. The chances that I'm driving you home, the odds are 3-1. Well, only this time.
Okay, we are ready for the critique appetizer for Emma Ramirez. We're going to start with Margaret Corcoran. Margaret, what do you got? Just pass the microphone down when you're done.
All right. I have to give up the microphone. Emma, lovely. Size is perfect. This is an appetizer, not an entree. Closer? I'm not a movie star, sorry. Anyway, I love the size, love the corn. You did really well with that canned corn. I really liked all the techniques. You were running in and out of the kitchen. You were steaming stuff. You had stuff in the oven. You were chopping stuff. You were blending stuff. Fun to see all that happening at once. You don't have much. Anyway, so I love that. Plating was very nice. Fun mix of corn with that candied papaya, and your sauce was lovely. Could have used a little more heat for me to get that Baja thing you're going after, but it was lovely. Thank you.
This far? All right. So, thank you, Emma. I thought, yeah, very, very well done. I would, the sauce was great. There was, it's very difficult in that amount of time to emulsify and figure out what you want to have out of the sauce. I would have liked to maybe have more integration of the, avocado and papaya and stuff like that together. It seems a little, for what you did, it was great, and for the amount of time that you had, it was very difficult. And then ahi, is tough. Right out of the pan, seared ahi, excellent. Once it sits for a second, that thin of a slice, a little bit dry. Good idea on rehydrating the papaya, and that's what I have for you.
Emma, I ate more than the other two judges. I thought it was great. Very appealing, great plating. A little heavy on the corn, but I liked that. But again, I can't stop eating it. So good job.
All right, Chris, you ready? Bring it on up, Chris Abrego from the Hardware Cafe. Got him. Kids, guys, can you grab the plates and bring them in the kitchen? Look out let Chris go by. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes, you do. Yes, you have to tip the children. All right. What you got?
All right, so today I have for you a pan-seared ahi tuna over a coconut cream corn base. There's a little bit of ginger in there. I thought it would pair well with the candied papaya chutney that's sits atop. We used a little bit of mango. I used a little bit of mango puree a little bit of mango puree and white wine vinegar to kind of rehydrate those candied papayas in the pan to create that chutney. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We have on top, we kind of brought everything together with some lime juice, which seasoned and dressed the pea tendrils that sit atop. So, yeah.
Well, wonderful. Thank you. Everybody, Chris Abrego. All right, judges, you got a few minutes. We'll be back, and then we'll have Adonis come in and present his. All right, I think judges are ready. We are going to critique now Chris's appetizer. Are you ready, Margaret?
All right. Chris, beautiful. Thank you very much. I couldn't see you as well, so I had to move around, but the plating was wonderful. You got not only color and space, but height. It was really fun. That little salad on top just brought it right up there. The salad also was a wonderful, with all that liminess, was a great palate cleanser combo with the creamy sweet corn, that rich corn, and then I love chutney. The chutney is just a great way to use those ingredients. This was very fun. I just saw you blending away down there. I didn't know what was going on, but turned out well. Thank you.
Just kept blending away down there. We didn't know what you were doing. Yeah, very very nice. I really enjoyed the lime. I enjoyed that you made the tendrils part of the dish instead of just a garnish to make a salad out of it. Nice lime on that as well with the zest. Tuna was slightly over. I would say it's closer to a medium. I mean, that's personal preference. I like a medium rare on a ahi, but that's me. Slightly salty on the tuna as well. That's just, once again, just me. Really nice chutney, really nice ginger on that. That I appreciated that element of it. You made it nice and jammy, which is great instead of just straight up. That's what I got.
If this was a special for breakfast at the Hardware, I'd order it. Okay. I thought the ahi was great. I agree with Dan that maybe a little overdone. It was, but I liked it. Great presentation. Yeah, and blend away, my friend. Blend away.
Woo! Thanks, Chris. All right. Guys, can you take these plates out for us? Thank you, thank you. Okay, we got one last. Take it to the kitchen? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Adonis, you ready? Now we have Adonis from Abana is going to present appetizer. Okay, good sir. You got to tell me what you got.
So we have pescado a la cubana. It's a kind of mix of vegetables and fruits. It's sweet and sour at the same time. It's very common in our country in Cuba. And I added a little bit of Jamaican style because I was living in Jamaica. It's popular in the Caribbean to mix colors, flavors, fruits and vegetables at the same time. And of course, everything is organic, like garlic, onions. That's our main dishes. Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Last appetizer. This is not an elimination round, so everybody hangs in for entrees. We'll come back to the judges in a second.
getaway. And it's our proverbial payday in a loser's sort of way. Take the keys, take the back roads, and our hair, it's looking good for a couple of criminals. But it never goes as planned. You get run down by the man, and instead of being dealt all hard on the games and pulling off the perfect scam, you know we're looking at a free ride in a cop car. The view's not what I expected. Free ride in a cop car, yeah. Then again, the view's not so bad. Not so bad. I knocked on the door. Who could it be? Well, there's a big man in a blue uniform, and he's staring down on me. How'd you find us? Where did we go wrong? And I see we left the truck out front as he's throwing the bracelets on. Well, it never goes as planned. You get run down by the man, and instead of beating hell or hard on the games and sipping on a black and tan, you know we're looking at a free ride in a cop car. The view's not what I expected. Free ride in a cop car, yeah. Then again, the view's not so bad.
Thank you again to Uphill Grill for bringing that wonderful taco bar. Looks amazing, smells amazing. And Silver Star for bringing the booze. That always helps a cooking competition. Sure. All right, we are ready for the critique for appetizers for Adonis. And we're going to start with Margaret again.
Why do I always have to start? Adonis. Beautiful, lovely. I could see you the best. So, but you look like you took that stuff out of that mystery basket and you just looked like you knew exactly where you were going with it. You just started chopping these beautiful little things and throwing them in your saute pan. You kept it really simple. It was all in that one pan. It was, you knew what you were doing. You knew where you were going. You knew what you wanted with all these crazy ingredients, and that's admirable in a kitchen. I'd want you in my kitchen doing that. What do I think? The fish is a little overdone for me. I'm used to a tuna that's pretty rare, but you were going for a Cuban, and maybe that's the style. I need to be educated, and it was lots of colors. I liked a little bit of green. That was good. Needed to balance out all those yellows and oranges and reds. So that was a good little add-on. Also, as an appetizer, it was a little too much. maybe don't give me all the tuna. I've got a meal to eat after this, so that's just a this is almost like a wonderful lunch or a small plate, a little more than an appetizer. But thank you, it was fun.
Yeah, thank you, Adonis. That was great. I will echo Margaret. The fish was a little bit overcooked. It becomes dry pretty quickly when it's in those steaks. That would be my critique. The flavors are great. I really appreciated the red onion over the top. Your Jamaican spice was fantastic. You know exactly what you're doing there. A little bit oily too, just cooking everything in the same pan. I know you're adding enough oil to cook everything, but that became prevalent throughout the whole dish between the fish and the kale and everything. The mango I wasn't quite getting, if that was one thing I was missing a little bit there. It might have been nice to have a sauce too, just with the fish. Otherwise, like I said, it was great. Really, really good spice. Your spice is on point. You know that because you have a fantastic food truck. I was curious why nobody did anything with the canned corn. We got chunked papaya and we got canned corn whole through every dish. I that would be my challenge for the entree or the dessert round is a little bit more something, because we just have whole corn kernels in every dish. So just kind of If Curtis keeps eating like this, I mean, we're only in the app round, but
Again, it was good. What can I say? And that's how we cook our ahi in Cuba, right? Okay. I didn't expect the kale to be so awesome. And the kids ate it all. Like I'm fighting them off. Get away from me. That's my kale. Thought it was great. The papaya and the corn, that was very different from what I had before. And yeah, again, eat up, judges. Eat up. It's great. It's great. I'm ready for main entree.
All right. We are going to get ready here for the second round, which is entrees. This is elimination. Someone will be eliminated, and then 2 will be left for desserts. We will then have a champion. So let's get those baskets out here. No, not yet. We're on a program, guys. Remember this.
Coleman, team. Very good, thank you.
All right, we ready? Okay, entree round is going to happen. 3, 2, 1, open your baskets. In these baskets, we have pork loin medallions, prosciutto, walnuts, canned yams, pickled plum puree, and N-bar S microflowers. All right, we are going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Entree.
skipping down the sidewalk. Her wish is my command. She sits by me at the game, knows all the players by their names. She's a bigger fan and it puts me insane. So if I'm in her head, she's out of her mind. To love someone like me who's crazy all of the time. Love has no reason and it sure has no rhyme. Found the one in her head, she must be out of her mind.
Okay, as you're walking around, just keep your head down a little bit. A gold necklace with a heart was lost, so it's around here somewhere. But we're gentle cleaners. Whoever lost it will probably find it later tonight, so don't worry.
To love someone like me, I'm crazy all of the time. Love has no reason and it sure has no rhyme. Found the one in her head, yeah. Found the one in her head, she's out of her mind. To love someone like me, I'm crazy all of the time. Love has no reason and it sure has no rhyme. Found the one in her head, she must be out of her mind. Well, love has no reason and it sure has no rhyme. Found the one in her head, she must be out of her mind. To love someone like me, she's out of her mind. You got smoked up and took my car while I was sleeping. You neglected to tell me you were going out. I awoke to find you crying. I didn't know why you were crying. You told me my car was in a little accident. Tiny scratch on the front passenger side. I stepped outside to see my front grille smashed in. My bumper lying in a gutter next to a street light. Leave me alone. I don't feel like talking to you. Yes, I'm angry. I'll be back home. Writing another song about how you let me down when you were home. Highway patrol pulled me over on the way home. I didn't have my license and your pipe was on my dash. Told the cop it didn't belong to me. It's about the time he threw the cuffs on me. I called my old man to bail me out down at the station. Needless to say, it was 2 a.m. and he was mad. Now my folks ain't talking to me and I owe the state some money. So the next time that you call me, don't ask me how I'm doing, just leave me alone. I don't feel like talking to you. Yes, I'm angry. I'll be back home. Writing another song about how you let me down when you were home. My bowling alley cocktail waitress down at the Lucky Lanes says that I'm too young for her, won't give me the time of day. But I see her every Wednesday at the league night slinging booze. She's got me jumping right out of my old school bowling shoes. I'm all hung up on a woman, but she don't love me. I choked up on a secondhand accessory. You know I'm never gonna change her ways. Women like that don't change. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Sucking on a heater, put the love music on. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Roll me over with your loving ways. She's a chimney, are you with me? Puff, puff, give, but she don't give. She's a chimney, sugar mama one. What am I gonna do with the notion of you? I can't get you out of my head. I know it sounds lame, you knock me out of my game. Quit loving on who you're loving on, come love on me instead. I'm all hung up on a woman, but she don't love me. I choked up on a secondhand accessory. You know I'm never gonna change her ways, cause women like that don't change. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Sucking on a heater, put the love music on. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Roll me over with your loving ways. She's a chimney, are you with me? Puff, puff, give, but she don't give. She's a chimney.
We got great news. The gold necklace was found, and thank you, everybody, for helping to do that. As a very relieved person now.
Change. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Sucking on a heater, put the love music on. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Roll me over with your loving ways. She's a chimney, are you with me? Puff, puff, give, but she don't give. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Yeah, baby, she's a chimney, she's a chimney. She's sucking on a heater. She's a chimney, she's a chimney. Roll me over, roll me over. She's a chimney, are you with me? Puff, puff, give, but she don't give. She's a chimney, sugar mama one. Instead of outside, instead of outside, smoking, maybe got 'em left to the right, top to the bottom. Instead of outside, smoking, maybe got 'em. Instead of outside, smoking, maybe got 'em.
I can figure it out and tell everybody right now, despite what it says on your phone, the silent auction goes till 8 o'clock.
Well, we don't know for sure.
Is it going to shut down? I don't know.
We don't know. So we can just say something like, why don't we just say like, well, it might shut down until you want to put on it now. We're trying to fix
Exactly. I'm having Sunday morning coffee with Grandpa. He's not looking so good. Seems as well.
All right, folks, you might see online on your phone that the silent auction closes in 5 or 6 minutes. That's a big lie. We know what the internet does all the time to us is a lies, 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 lies. The silent auction will go till 8 o'clock, and if it shuts down on your phone, you can do the paper version in the room too. So if you have any questions, just come to me and ask me. Thank you, guys, everybody.
Grandpa's buddy Harold hands me a K-cup. Says we may be old, but the night's still young. They talk about the war, they get all choked up. Then Grandpa turned to me and said, listen up, son. Be true to your God, save your best for your family. Be with people
All right, we got an update on the online bidding for the silent auction. The concern with administration is that when it closes, if it does close in 3 minutes, it will close out your card at the same time, but they're not sure. But there is a glitch with it. Blame me. Just blame me. Because I have everything to do with this, and I screwed it up. So it's Andy's fault. Anyway, if you want to bid on something right now, do it in the next 3 minutes. And then we'll see if it really does turn into 1999 and nothing happens. All right. Thank you for your patience. It's online stuff. Less than 15 minutes. We're over halfway there. Chefs, you're doing great. You look great. Should we pop out a video? Let's do it. Who do we have? Chris? Is that Chris Abrego?
So it's still winter in Montana, especially Montana City at the Hardware Cafe, where I'm about to talk to Chris Abrego about what he's going to do in this year's chop competition. Let's go in and say hi. Must be Chris.
Yes.
And say your Abrego.
Chris Abrego.
Abrego. Where are you from, Chris?
I'm from Eastern Washington, Garfield, Washington, Spokane. I went to school in Chicago, culinary school.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what brought you to Montana?
Just kind of ended up here. I mean, I'm from, my formative years were spent in Spokane, Washington, so that's right around the corner, the Inland Pacific Northwest. Yeah.
So, and then you just wandered out here?
Yeah, just kind of came on out to see what was going on out here in Helena.
And you went to school in Chicago?
Chicago, Illinois.
What school there?
Kendall College. Yep, it was a culinary school downtown.
You're a featured chef this year on Rocky Mountain Development Council's edition of Chopped.
Yeah, I'm so grateful.
Any nerves?
Yeah, no, not really. I haven't really thought too much about it. We'll kind of deal with that when the day comes.
Have you ever been in a cooking competition before?
During culinary school, there was some, things like that going on, that I participated in. But as far as a cooking competition goes, I cook a lot of food. I read a lot of recipes, and we manage a lot of people. So I think I'm up for the challenge.
I think you are too. This is the Hardware Cafe.
This location is a Hardware Cafe. We're located in Montana City. We're open 7 days a week for breakfast and lunch. It's really good.
And you expanded just recently.
Yeah, about a year after taking the helm here at the Hardware, we purchased the Copper Line. There's an Airstream across the street from Murdoch's on Custer Avenue. They used to sell coffee and pasties. We converted it into a burger drive-thru. And so we sell smash burgers and hand-cut French fries down there.
That's so cool. And then there's a third location I think I just saw.
Yep. Ever since I came to Helena 6 years ago, I had my eye on this little corner storefront on 11th Avenue. And so I was wondering, ever since I got to town, if that place ever came available, I might, hop on that. And that place did become available. And the Airstream trailer was having a hard time keeping up with business demand, producing as many cheeseburgers as Helena wanted. So I figured it'd be a kind of easy segue into the brick and mortar storefront there on 11th Avenue. And so it is also a Copper Line smash burger.
What are the ingredients that you're most comfortable with when you cook? We're trying to set you up to create a crazy basket for you.
Yeah. Well, I can make really nice hash browns.
Nice.
Yeah. And I can make a really delicious cheeseburger. I've been doing it every day for the last couple of years.
So, in departing, I want to wish you the best of luck.
Any words of sort of competitive words that you have for any of the other chefs right now?
Don't forget to eat your Wheaties.
Well, Chris, we're going to end it right there. We're at the Hardware Cafe in Montana City, which there are Smash Burger locations now and 2 other places in Helena. That would be Copperline, correct?
Yeah, Copperline Smash.
So you have one on 11th Avenue. It would be east out towards where the new Benefice is. And then, of course, the old Copperline right across from Murdoch's.
Yep.
So go ahead and stuff your face, and we look forward to seeing you. And Chris, again, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All
Thanks,
right.
sir. Thanks, Rob.
Hey, everybody, I got Chris for 1 second. Chris, what are you cooking up right now?
Oh, some delicious pork loin, a little bit of delicious stuff. Very good. Coming out to the Hardware Cafe. We'll have it for breakfast special tomorrow, Sunday morning.
You got it. You're going to have it tomorrow. Thank you, Chris Abrego.
I'm shoelace shuffling, dancing all alone. 2 a.m. again. It's 2 a.m. Take a cab, take a minute, take a carriage ride. Who knows what we're gonna find? I'm only wasting my time. Will I get caught up in this commotion? I should be a little bit better to myself. But I take another drink of the nasty potion. I need to be a little bit better to myself. True, everything you've heard, from the mundane to the well absurd. My life's a tabloid for all this pub to read. Who knew that I would end this way, with my brain in such a disarray? If there's rules I'd love to learn, I'm pardoned for the long delay. Take a cab, take a minute, take a carriage ride. Who knows what we're gonna find? I'm only wasting this time. Will I get caught up in this commotion? I should be a little bit better to myself. But I take another drink of the nasty potion. I need to be a little bit better to myself. When I'm left up to my own devices, my vices get the best of me. It's my beauty mark of sin.
All right, we're right a little bit above 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Caught up in this commotion, I should be a little bit better to myself.
The N-Bar S microflowers, if you can see them, are absolutely incredible looking. They're beautiful.
I should be a little bit better to myself. I need to be a little bit better to myself. My parents tried to raise me better.
All right, we had a chance to catch up with Margaret Corcoran, 3-year veteran judge. Let's hear what she has to say. Rocky Mountain Development Council, getting ready for this year's edition of Chopped, and I'm with one of the judges who's actually been here for every single one of them. This is our 3rd annual. Margaret Corcoran, former owner of Benny's Bistro. What's going to happen this year?
Well, we have 3 great young chefs coming in to compete. They're gonna be set up over here. They have these little tiny
Let's go take a look.
workstations. They set up right in front of, this is Rocky's Kitchen where they make Meals on Wheels and daily lunch. But they set up tables right in front here, 3 tables, and
Okay, you
each
can
chef
pan and take a look at where they're going to set up. Yeah.
right in front here, and
Yeah.
and you
Nice.
guys get to sit out in the audience out there, and they're gonna set up a table here, and each chef has their cutting station, and they get one little burner, and then if they need an oven, they run back in the kitchen and throw something in the oven, and there's gonna be a pantry here where they can draw sugar, flour, butter, anything they need, except then they're each going to get, for each of 3 courses, they're going to get a basket of God knows what. I don't know who chooses the basket.
Mystery ingredients.
Mystery ingredients. And for each course, they can have anything in the pantry they want, and they have to use everything in the basket. And it can be everything from a nice piece of fresh salmon to marshmallows and gummy bears. And it has to be in their entree, and they have to use it all. And they don't have any heads up when that comes. They just get their basket that defines their course, and they go. And they're all working at the same time, and it's timed. They have, what is it? How much
35
time?
minutes.
35 minutes to finish their course. And then we judges, we're sitting over here watching them. And at the end, they've not only made some fabulous food, they've plated it, and it's beautiful, and they bring us each a plate. And we sample, and we give our wisdom, and they move on to the next course. Meanwhile, guests are watching them up here, and they're watching them on big TVs that Andy's going to set up around here, and they're eating. Guests are eating. There's going to be a dinner, yes, a buffet dinner of some sort, and they'll be sitting back there watching all this wonderful food being prepared and eating themselves and drinking. There's going to be a nice bar, having a cocktail or a glass of wine. Am I answering your question?
Yeah, you gave the very thorough answer. Do you know who your other 2 judges are?
I am told Dan Bay from The Hopper.
We got
is
3
going to be a
minutes.
judge.
3 minutes.
Third one.
Curtis.
Curtis
Grevenitz.
Grevenitz. Mr. Weatherman with his fabulous suits. I'm gonna have to have a better outfit. Yeah, and hair and stuff. Yeah, that's so fun.
It's going to be a blast. And Dan
great-
Bay was our winner last year.
Yeah.
So we've invited him back to be a judge, and we'll see how he does in that world.
Yeah.
So, are you excited?
Oh yeah, this is a great event. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It was packed last year. I'm expecting it to be packed again this year. These chefs, they work really hard for this. They're excited about it. They put their all into it, and it's just really fun to watch, and it's fun to support them.
All right, we're right down to 2 minutes.
Well, thank you so much for
2
doing it
minutes
again
left.
this year. Everybody, Margaret Corcoran, Judge, Rocky Mountain Development Council Edition 2024 of Chopped. She will be a judge. So we'll see you soon. Buy your ticket right away.
All right, Margaret, tell us, how is it going so far?
Isn't it everything I said? I hope you're all. I was a movie star up there. I'm in the movies. It's going great. The smells are amazing. I don't remember the smells last year, but these guys they are just on it. They unpack that box and they are just all over it, and it's always fun to watch, and they make beautiful stuff, and hope you guys are all paying attention. There's going to be a quiz at the end of this show.
Well, there's a quiz right now. It's the trivia. Make sure and get your trivia question sheet and get it turned in with your name on it. We're down. Margaret, thank you again for the 3rd year. We're down to just about a minute, guys. 1 minute left. It looks like Adonis is ready again. Emma and Chris are still plating. 58 seconds. Even though your phones say you can't bid till 8 o'clock, you can. Use the paper method in there for the silent auction. Again, this is Andy Cottrell's Screw Up. Sorry about that. Oh, and you can still use your phone too. We're down to 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Emma looks relaxed. Chris Abrego's still on it. Chris is done too. All right, we got 15 seconds. Folks, check over your plates to make sure everything is right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Entrees are done. Round of applause for these guys, gal. All right, it is time to present the entrees, and we are going to have Adonis come up first and bring his plates. This is an elimination round. Huh? Oh yeah, we need forks. You have forks? I'll get forks. Steve Farrader's been fired on fork duty. Sorry, Steve. Steven. I just presented forks. Okay, sir, come on up here a little closer and tell us what you cooked.
So I cook pork Cuban style. This is very common in Cuba, in the countryside, in the western part of Cuba. And I add the flowers because this is the month of the women's. Because yesterday was the Women's Day, International Women's Day. Woo! Congratulations for all the women here. So this is a good occasion to put the flowers in the meat. So I hope you like it. And the gravy is really seasoned from my mom's recipe. So it's a part of the culture. And my wife also teach me how to cook this delicious pork. Yeah.
God bless the woman. Thank you, wife. Anyway, we're going to be back in 1 second, 2 seconds, maybe 5 minutes for a critique.
Monsieur Claude Monet, this isn't meant to be that clever, but I dig those purple poppies. Here we go, I'm gonna bitch and moan, because my North Face does.
All of these dishes look so good. I am insanely jealous. Like I told you, I'm the warmed up dog food expert when it comes to that.
Monsieur Claude Monet, this isn't meant to be that clever.
Okay, you got about 5 minutes to turn in your Rocky trivia with your name on it into the basket out on the black table. Anybody at home, you can't do it, but just pretend you are and think of all kinds of trivia questions that you could ask yourself and answer yourself. And then the silent auction seems to be rolling as scheduled, so just be patient with that.
He said, how's it going, baby? She said, what's going on? They think the way this night is going, maybe later they'll be getting it on. Ain't it funny, just how funny life can be? He thinks that everything is groovy, baby. She thinks everything's fine. They've been thinking that the way that things are going, they're finally happy, and it's just about time. Ain't it funny just how funny life can be? Ain't it funny, funny when you know you can't see what's right in front of you? It's always been in spite of you.
Okay, judges are almost done. We'll be critiquing here shortly. All right, judges are ready. We're going to start with Margaret, of course, the 3-year veteran. What do you got?
Very nice, Adonis. The meat is done perfectly this time. I'm having a hard time stopping. Wrapping it in that prosciutto gives it just the right amount of salt and seasoning. It's great. I like having a sauce. That was a suggestion last time, and it was a good one. The sauce is a little raw tasting, like the onions just needed to cook a little longer. The onion kind of overpowers the rest of your seasoning in the sauce, and I love your talk about including Women's Month and the flowers, and I liked your introduction to what we were eating here. I'm not sure what the walnuts are. They're just on my plate. And I don't know, I actually love walnuts, but I don't know what they have to do with anything. So that's a question. What do the walnuts have to do with anything? But thank you. I'm going to finish this now.
Yeah, once again, excellent sauce. Gracias, Adonis, and gracias, May, for the recipe. I would say, to echo all that, yeah, when you're making the sauce, just make sure that the onions and the garlic and stuff are cooked instead of putting them on top of the sauce, especially in this kind of I just thought the way that you were cooking it, it seemed like you were putting the onions on top. You got to make sure that the onions cooked with under the sauce. Yeah. I'm just kind of echoing everything that Margaret says too. That everything on the plate should be eaten in conjunction with itself. So if you have raw walnuts and you have a sprig of thyme, and obviously these are wonderful edible flowers from NBRS Microgreens. Make sure that you sign up for the CSA next year. That it's all kind of cohesive instead of just on the plate. It looks beautiful, absolutely, but let's make sure that it's cohesive. Yeah. Great use of there's yam in the sauce, right? The sauce con cebollas. Yeah. And then I guess my last thing would be that the prosciutto, just good prosciutto salted meat is wonderful, but a little bit of cook on it would be nice to complement the cooked pork. Otherwise, once again, seasoning, dude, you nail it every single time. You are so good with seasoning. Salt, pepper, just on point, never too salty, never too, yeah. Well done. Gracias.
Hi. Well, I'll stand up so people can see. Well, Dan criticized me for eating all of my plate the last couple of times. I am getting full, but you guys keep delivering some great dishes here. So, and it's not just me eating. I mean, I've got Andy's kids that are taking my food, and Adonis, your kids are taking my food. The pork was great. I was a little, like these guys, confused with the walnuts, but yeah, I mean, that's what you're given. How do you do that? And it's prosciutto. Prosciutto. Okay. A little, some prosciutto, but great job. And I grow these flowers in my garden. And also, the Women's History Month reference. Your wife's right here. Good job. Good job. Bonus points.
All right, so a little bit of the New Jersey just came out of Curtis. He and I have known each other for like 20 years, and I have a story if anybody wants to hear it later about me, him, and his brother in Boston in a bar when he tried to start No, I'm not going to tell you what happened. But it was, the most handsome Kurt and the most important Kurt wants to hear that one, don't you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Would the Garzon and the Cottrell kids remove the plates? That would be great. I think, Emma, you're going to be up next. Thank you, kids. You're wonderful. And also, thank you for eating all of Kurt's food. Emma, you ready? She's ready. All right, Emma, what you got?
Today I made for you sweet potato canned yam fritters with a umeboshi parsnip puree to kind of cut through that vinegary acidic in the umeboshi. We have prosciutto wrap pork tender or pork. And then to kind of star on NBRS because they really pull it out of the bag for us every time we buy from them. I made a micro salad because micros want to be eaten with micros, and that's where the edible flowers are. And then I also roasted oyster mushrooms up to kind of give you a base against that sweetness of the sweet potato and the umeboshi.
Thank you, Emma, so much. All right, we'll be back in a second. Oh, and the walnuts are on there too.
Yeah, I toasted, then I microed the walnuts. And if it was a darker plate, then I would bring the white up from the umeboshi puree. That's what the point of that was. Okay.
I would assume the microwing the walnuts means just making them smaller. But I'm no rocket scientist. Uncle Kurt, you're the best, bro. You're very patient. That's awesome. So the judges did score the appetizer round, and they'll be combining the score with the entree round to come up with a chopped person. I don't know if I like to say it that way, but that's the nature of this competition. So hang in, everybody. What do you think? You having some fun?
Absolutely.
Do you want to try some of that food? Because if you can dress up like a small child, you probably could get into Curtis's.
I think if I sweet talk Curtis, I could have a bite of his meal.
Oh, yeah, he takes sweet talking just fine.
Take care of himself like he should. He says he doesn't get to hang out with his buddies much, and they're too old to change their tune. Grandma just smiles as she refills our coffee. Says Grandpa's gonna do what Grandpa's gonna do. Grandpa got crazy last night, partying and carrying on.
That's what sweet talking gets you right there. Woo! Okay, the trivia is closed. If you didn't turn your named sheet in, it's too bad. It's closed. All right, judges are ready. We are going to critique entree Emma.
Emma, what a beautiful plate. It's just a pleasure to have it put in front of me. Oh, the stacking and the smearing and the colors, really, really nice. I think that I love the yam fritters. What a great creative thing to do with a canned yam. And it works. It goes with us. I mean, yams with pork are very good anyway, and then wrap it with that little bit of that salty prosciutto and sear it. And I love those mushrooms. They just give a little bit more earth. Yeah, and then balance that out with the microgreens and that sauce. Yeah, it's a lot of flavors going on here, and they just kind of your mouth. They move around your mouth, and it's really fun. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of subtlety to the point of oh man, what a weird. Okay, where am I going with this? Subtlety to the point of a complete dish, though. That each different element works together really well. I really like the fritters, the roasted mushrooms. You know, each bite, as you roast them, you have this different flavor. Like you have a raw mushroom, and then you have a medium mushroom, and then you have this charred mushroom, and they're all different, like totally different flavors, which I really enjoyed. Pork was good. Pork was good. And then obviously and you're gonna have to say it for me, the walnut. Oh no, the sauce. I meant. Yumabochi. Yep. So Yeah, you love parsnips. We know that, and nailed that sauce. That is so good, and it really ties everything together. So thank you.
Partly cloudy with a high of 50 tomorrow. Chance of me getting full, 100%. Actually, I'm feeding all the kids here. Anybody want to come up and have a bite of the communal plate here? I mean, like, anybody can just have that. It's all gone. I had one bite. No, I did. Emma, great job. I think from the yams to the puree, what a great range in the flavor and the taste. The pork right there in the middle. That was absolutely great. Kids, yeah, yeah. Okay, we got eight thumbs up from the kids. So, thank you. Very good.
All right, if we could have our wonderful assistants remove plates, that would be great. We have Mr. Abrego coming up next. Thank you. Thank you, kids. You're wonderful. Thank you. All right, my friend, you're next. All right, Chris, what did you come up with?
All right. So here we have a roast pork loin. We have a sweet or a yam puree, roast broccoli rabe, and another little microgreen salad. I used umabushi plum. It's a plum product. It's really salty. So I used it really just to season everything. There's a little bit except for the pork. I just used straight kosher salt for that. But there is the microgreen salad is seasoned with then there's a walnut umabushi pesto. There are traces of nutmeg all throughout the dish. Everything has a little bit of nutmeg to really tie it all together. The nutmeg, the plum puree as the salt kind of component to kind of balance that sweet potato. It's very sweet. You will find a sprig of rosemary that was, that's really nice. It's not edible, however, it puts off a nice aroma and it'll kind of enhance the flavor of the pork, which it was roasted with a little garlic, brown butter, and the yams are really good. So
Awesome. Thank you, Chris, so much. All right, chefs, you got a little bit of time, and we'll be waiting.
We dreamed about it, having our first dance barefoot on the sand, with the waves rolling up on the shore. The ocean playing with our tunes was the way it's supposed to go. But the clouds rolled in and the rain got cold and sent us all home.
Test. Are you having fun?
Really fun. This is wonderful.
You enjoy what Uphill Grill brought to the table here as far as our buffet food?
Yeah, I hadn't tried that food before, and it's excellent.
Good. Well, we're glad to have you here for sure.
So light a candle on the coffee table
Pretty sure we still have 20 minutes before the silent auction closes at 8 o'clock. And I have one live auction item that I'm going to do. And I'm not an auctioneer. I'm going to give it the best go. But it's actually a donation from my father-in-law. And I forgot to put it in the silent auction. So I'm going to... It's a door knocker. He's a great artist. Spent a lot of time in Arizona. And we'll auction it off a little bit later. And we're also going to do a cash call. Just be prepared for that. I was told by RMDC, you were doing a cash call, so I'm going to do it.
Keeps coming down outside, but it's all okay. Turned out pretty cool this way. Having you to myself, it's what I'm needing. I'm so overwhelmed the way that I'm feeling. So light a candle on the coffee table. I'll get the lights and find a slow song playing on the stereo. Meet me barefoot on the carpet in the living room. Let it all go. I wanna dance slow. Having you to myself, it's what I'm needing. I'm so overwhelmed.
Okay, we have a winner on the trivia. It's Corey and Joanna Halland. Congratulations. How many volunteer hours did 365 volunteers within Rocky's Agency on Aging serve? The answer is B, 35,845. Number 2, in 2023, how many meals were delivered through Rocky's Meals on Wheels program through all of their districts? 82,010. Wow. Grandma Dan A. Foster, grandparent from Butte, is our longest serving volunteer. Can you guess how many years she has served? 35. How many children received care at our Rocky Mountain Preschool in 2023? 56. How many students aged 3 to 5 at or below 3 ounces the federal poverty line? 130% of the federal poverty line were enrolled at Rocky Head Start in 2023. I didn't read that right because I can't see. It was 177 children. How many affordable housing units did Rocky operate in 2023? 382. And how many homes did Rocky connect with Energy Share benefits for emergency home furnace repairs and replacements in 2022? How many, Carter? Just guess. Yeah, 270. That's right. Good job. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the trivia. Sorry, I don't read well. I came from the Portland, Maine school system. Not so good. It's not as bad as Curtis's New Jersey, whatever. Yeah, thank you for correcting everybody on the prosciutto. All right, we are ready for critique, and of course, the veteran Margaret.
Mumble, mumble, mumble. Another stellar plate. Oh my gosh, I need some people to help me eat my stuff. I liked watching you. There were all of these little sauces that kept happening in little bowls at the front of your table, and I was just like, what is he gonna do with all of those? And to my pleasure, I got to find out. The yam puree, again, I love the yam and pork. It's just this creamy, mellow, sweet, slightly sweet, and a nice texture under this. And then you get to the top, and there's that pop of that walnut pesto and whatever else you did with that. Dan and I wanted more of that. We need more of that. It was a wonderful, fun contrast. And the broccolini was great and a beautiful color. The meat was a little mixed in done. Pork in 20 minutes is is a tough one unless you're making bacon. But you did it. It was very pretty, and I love the little microgreen salad. But those sauces were fun. Have those all layered in there. So thank you.
Yeah, I'll double down on. I mean, pork in 20 minutes is very difficult. Obviously, with the medallions as well, we got raw pork. Was the problem. I mean, you can see we all have our pork pushed aside. I saw what you're trying to do. Sear it off and finish it. Maybe finishing it in the oven or something like that with that kind of time frame would have been something. But yeah, we can't eat raw pork. You know that. The yam transformation, I was looking for just like a little bit more with something like the puree was great. I felt like plating was similar there too, from your appetizer dish. But what really impressed me was you said roasted pork, and I'm like, okay, you had 20 minutes. What do you mean you made roasted pork? The first bite, that first piece of pork, I'm like, dude, you made roasted pork in like 20 minutes. Like that was crazy. Like your flavor was so awesome. Like really, really well done. I just wish, I'd been able to eat it all. I will say, yeah, the pesto, like Margaret said, was outstanding. Your mise en place is really outstanding. As I'm walking through, all of you are wonderful, but you have, you're putting your stuff that you're not using behind you, and you have exactly what you need in front of you. That's really impressive. Yep. Oh, I'm drinking gin and tonics now because I'm trying to keep up with Curtis, because he's like, well, he's like, come on, it's a party. No, you can say that.
Dan, you can't keep up with Curtis. I'm going to tell you that 100%.
And I'm drinking water with lime, so that's great job. From the pesto to the yam puree, I mean, the flavor range was fantastic on this plate. Broccoli rabe was great. Kids, where were you this time? But it was a great presentation. I would have liked to have eaten more of that pork with the mix, but I mean, from the range of flavors in there, fantastic, and I don't think I've ever had a better pesto than that. Seriously.
All right, so they have to score the first two rounds, the appetizer and the entree, and then we're going to have to eliminate someone, unfortunately, so stand by. You've got probably 13 minutes left on the silent auction, so get in there. And remember, I'm going to be auctioning off a brass door knocker made by my father-in-law that I didn't get into the silent auction, and I'm going to hear about it when we get home.
this is perfect. You and me, this is perfect. Baby, this is perfect.
Okay, just a confirmation. Give Butter is working just fine. Thanks to everybody helping me out and fixing my problem. Sorry about that. And it'll close at 8 o'clock, so you will close out at 8 on Give Butter. Thank you.
Some of that good love, break it down now. Some of that sweet honey, white trash booty. Give me some of that good love, white trash booty. Give me some of that sweet honey, white trash booty. Give me some of that good love. Give me some of that good love. Give me some of that, give me some of that. Give me some of that, give me some of that. Give me some of that good love.
All right, we have the scores are in, and we have our first chopped person. And this is the toughest part, and then the next part is the toughest part, but I'm a Band-Aid ripper, and Adonis, you have been chopped. I am only a messenger, but you are awesome. And getting to know you and your family is amazing. Please stay, hang out. Hang out. You gave it a great go. All right, thank you, my friend. So on to Chris Abrego and Emma Ramirez for the final competition, which is desserts. Do we have baskets? And baskets are coming out. Okay, in 3, we will open the dessert baskets. 3, 2, 1, open. We have biscuit dough, cherries, condensed milk, cream cheese, and Fruit Loops. This is going to be delicious. All right, I got to get the timer going. Hang on. Timer is going to go. And you can start now. Here we go, dessert round. Chris Abrego, Emma Ramirez. We have Hardware Cafe against City Stack Catering Co.
I'm pissed drunk on a roof and I don't know how I got here. I should probably slow down, but I got a drink in both hands. Shirtless, pantless, clueless, standing in my underwear. Everybody's pointing from the lawn below, hollering they wanna see my underwear go. Jesus, if you give me never drink again. Jesus, if you get me out of this one, I'll never drink.
2 minutes and the silent auction closes in 2 minutes, maybe even one. Hurry, hurry. I was supposed to tell you 4 minutes ago. Chef's doing great. Make something yummy. We know you will.
This is where we forget about what a long weekend spent. Time to dig in. Everybody's coming over. You can bet we're getting rowdy again. Everybody dig in. It's always work hard all week long. When the weekend rolls around, we sing a different song. When the ladies get to dancing and the music gets to blasting, it's a party and you know we're there. Party and you know we're there. Music blasting with the lovely ladies dancing, it's a party and you know we're there. You know we're there. This is our idea of kicking back and having us a good time. If they took away the weekend, you know we'd probably lose our mind. So baby, shake it if you got it, 'cause it's far from done. You know that we're not stopping till they pull that plug. When the ladies get to dancing and the music gets to blasting, it's a party and you know we're there. Party and you know we're there. Music blasting with the lovely ladies dancing, it's a party and you know we're there. You know we're there. Come on. Sing it. This is where we forget about what long week, yeah, what long week it's been. 'Cause when the ladies get to dancing and the music gets to blasting, it's a party and you know we're there. Party and you know we're there. Music blasting with the lovely ladies dancing, it's a party and you know we're there. Everybody gets to bumping when the room begins to thumping, it's a party and you know we're there. You can feel the music blasting with the lovely ladies dancing, it's a party and you know, party and you know we're there. Well, I can see you're brewing up your usual mischief, and I catch your contagious laugh. I talk about your all-time crushes. This one takes them all. Life begins to feel a little less heavy. There's a little more color every time I look around. I talk about your all-time crushes. This one takes them all. I wanna indulge in you. Too much of a good thing's never enough. Too bad we can't do this all the time. We've never accomplished
great to be alive. Come with me and forget about your troubles and winning and bringing you down. Come with me, it's a beautiful day for a getaway, baby. Come with me, so great to be alive. Come with me.
All right, just under 20 minutes. You got 18 minutes in about 45 seconds. You guys are doing great. All right. If you won a silent auction item, you can go to the front desk and check in, and they will bring the item to you. So go to the front desk and tell them what you won, and they'll bring it to you. All right, and we were able to catch up with Emma Ramirez and City Stack Catering Co. in a kitchen, and let's see what she has to say. You see a little red light on it?
Yeah.
That little red light means that we're recording.
Great.
I just met Emma Ramirez, and tell me what the name of your company is.
I own City Stack Catering Co.
Wow, and where's it located?
Helena. But we service the whole entire state of Montana.
Great. Where are we standing right now?
East Helena. We're in a little kitchen behind an insurance office.
Nice. Okay, so you've been selected as one of the chefs for 2024 edition Rocky Mountain Development Council's edition of CHOP. Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know. I don't think I'm that nervous.
Have you ever cooked with bugs or worms before?
Yes.
You have?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's really, really
Yeah.
good news, because you never know what's going to be in those secret boxes.
Okay,
right?
sweet. Can't wait.
Do you know who your competition is?
I was just told Chris from Hardware, and I don't know the other one. I forgot. I'm sorry, I've never eaten there. Adonis. Yes.
Okay, I hear that that's a pretty tough group.
Yeah.
But how do you feel with your cooking style and your cooking skill? Let's start with style. What is your normal cooking style?
I do a lot of seasonal farm-focused styles, so even in the catering season, I try to make my menu seasonal and use a lot of Montana ingredients. It's been a huge shift because the grow season's way different than the Midwest, which I'm used to. So I've just had to adjust like 3 months later with all my menus, which is okay. Stuff comes in, I have to use it. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants. I like just making new flavors, and I feel like I have a good base for my style, so it's all new American. But when I was learning to cook, I never went to school, so I cooked in all these different kitchens. So I did French traditional, I did Brazilian, Argentinian, like Tarasco style. I've done Farm to Fork with Jason Hamill, who's kind of a leader in Chicago area. And yeah, so not too worried. I've touched it all, I think.
Great.
Yeah.
So let's go to ingredients real quick. Every chef has their favorite ingredients and start with the protein. What's your favorite protein to work?
Short rib.
Cook it in your own fat.
Love the
forever.
fat. Uh-huh.
Cool.
Braising is a great, yeah, I love it.
How about starch?
I think I'm a really big fan of stuffed noodles and stuffed pastas. So like I'd make a mean agnolotti dish. I'm trying to bring that to Helena pretty hardcore here. It's on all of my menus. I did a raviolo a couple weeks ago for a wine dinner I did out at Lakeside. So yeah, pasta.
How about vegetables?
Parsnip. Done.
Parsnip.
That's it. It's so flexible. People always forget about it. It's like, I feel like it's as usable as a carrot is. So Yeah.
So using a combination of all your favorites, what is your dream dish that you make? What would make me just like a keel over diet so good?
Wow, that's a hard one. I like testing a bunch of different things. So right now it's winter. I've been doing a lot of like ragouts. Like my ragu is pretty mean. Elk ragu. Using elk steak here with polenta and then slow
14 minutes. You got 14
One of
minutes.
the tops, like my go-to in the winter. In the summer though, wow, this is a hard question. I didn't even think about this interview at all. Like I didn't think about these questions at all. So here we go. Yeah, in the summer I like to use a lot of vegetables. So I'll do a lot of salads that aren't like typical salads. I use like non-lettuce salad stuff. So I've done squash, endives, beets. Yeah, so I like making salads. Some of my friends call me the veggie master.
How about picking the fermented fruits?
I can do it. I really like fermenting peppers and making hot sauces. Like that's probably my favorite fermentation so far. I like pickling like onions, carrots, all the veggies that come in. It's not really on my palate though. I have more of like a basic, like I really like fatty foods. Like
Expectation on the competition.
expectation, like where would I sit or what do you mean?
You're gonna win.
Oh yeah.
Are you a good smack talker? Because you have to talk a lot.
I'm not a smack talker. I like to walk in and just be the most knowledgeable. Like, come up to me and ask me what the burning point of butter is, and I'll answer every single question for you. I just know what I'm doing. So I'll just, yeah, I set with that. I don't like to smack talk, though.
All right.
I like people to, like, because once you smack talk, then you, like, make them worried or afraid, and being a leader, that's not what it's about. Like, you want people to approach you, and you want collaboration, and you want to tell them all your secrets so they can make it better.
I love that philosophy.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. This is Emma Ramirez.
Yeah.
And good luck to you.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. All right. I'm going to get 2 words with Emma. You got 2 seconds.
Hi. I'm making tres leches.
That sounds awesome.
What you're trying to, yeah. Little dulce de leche, charred cherries. Yeah.
All right.
Need to find my other milks.
Go to it. Sorry, but thank you. Thank you, Emma Ramirez. Did someone give you an idea, Chris? Oh, okay. We got 10 minutes left, according to my kid, son Carter. He's ready to count down. So we got 10 minutes, everyone. And then the last video we have is our last judge. And our most sketchy one, Curtis, is coming up here in a second.
And I see we left the truck out front as he's throwing the bracelets on. Well, it never goes as planned. You get run down by the man. And instead of being deal or word on the game, 10 sipping on a pack and 10, you know, we're looking at a free ride in a cop car. The view's not what I
All right, our last video's popping up. It is the Stalking Curtis at his work video.
KTVH, and we're waiting for Curtis Grevenitz. We're going to see if he will actually be one of the judges for Rocky Mountain Development Council's 2024 edition of Chopped. So we're going to sit here and wait for him. And hopefully he comes out soon. I think he's done with his broadcast. We were going to try and get in to the studio, but they won't let us in. They kind of thought we were kind of sketchy. So hopefully can see him. I was told that from an insider at the TV station that his broadcast is done right about now, but I'm not sure when this guy's going to come out. I don't know. I've got power bars. I've got some Coca-Cola. I can stay here forever. And cameraman Dennis, he can stay here forever too.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Wait, is that the door moving? That's him. Curtis? Curtis Grevenitz. How you doing, buddy? Hi, I'm Andy Cottrell.
Hi.
And I'm with Rocky Mountain Development Council, and we're doing CHOP this year.
Oh yeah.
2024 edition.
Yeah.
We need a judge. Would you be
There's
interested?
there's a few people inside.
Well, no, I'm asking you.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So you would?
I know food.
You do?
Yeah.
So, like, what's your favorite food?
All of it. All the above.
All the above.
Yeah.
That's
All the
awesome.
above. Anything they're making there.
So yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
So we have Abana.
Okay.
Food truck is going to be there.
Okay. Love a little Cuban.
We have City Stack. Emma Ramirez is going to be there
Yeah,
with
oh,
her
yeah.
catering company, and she's pretty talented, as well as Adonis is a talented. And then we got Chris from Hardware Cafe.
Okay. I'm in.
You are.
I'm in.
Well,
I'm
that's
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
So let me just while I have you here, this is great. I love your outfit.
Oh, thanks.
What's the occasion?
It's Wear Leopard Wednesday.
Are you going to wear leopard at the and it's this Saturday, so you're good.
Coming up.
on the
Yeah.
9th?
I am ready to go.
Oh,
Ready.
so
Looking
this is
forward
so
to it.
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
Okay.
What's your favorite food?
Probably just anything Italian. Anything Italian, or steak, or lobster, or pizza, or as I could go on and on.
Well, because there is a mystery box that they're going to be taking ingredients out of, and sometimes it's not like as traditional as what you may be thinking. So.
Well, I'm sure some of those chefs can whip up something delicious.
Awesome. Well, look at that, folks.
Yeah.
We got Curtis Grevenitz.
Sure.
Weatherman.
All right. See what happens when you walk outside to look at the weather?
Yeah.
You get invited to Chops to
That's
be a
great.
judge.
Well, I cannot wait to see you on Saturday.
Okay.
And this is Rocky Mountain Development 2024 edition of Chopped. And our final judge, we finally cornered him. All right, everybody, Curtis Grevenitz. Hey, Curtis, are you having any fun at all?
No, not at all. No, I'm having a blast. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for being here. In all honesty, what would be your favorite, being from New Jersey originally? What is your favorite? Don't do the lobster steak. What is the one thing that you would just like die for?
All right, listen. If anybody goes to New Jersey, get a Taylor ham, egg and cheese on an everything roll. All right, like Taylor ham. It's a local prescribed ham, and egg and cheese on there. It's fantastic. I would recommend that.
Can I recommend one New Jersey product too? In Hoboken? Is meatloaf sandwiches in Hoboken, New Jersey are the absolute best. And you almost are like, it's some meatloaf with some mustard on a roll. We got 4 minutes and 40 seconds. 4 minutes, 40 seconds. But Hoboken meatloaf sandwiches are the best. Curtis, thank you. I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
All right. 3 minutes, everybody, for desserts. Emma, Chris, you got 3 minutes. Two minutes. They're doing awesome. Final round coming up. Just making sure everybody's going up to the front desk to claim their silent auction item. Just want to remind you. Want to thank everybody for being here tonight, and I want to thank all the volunteers from Rocky Mountain Development Council. This is awesome, and thank you, chefs, for being here. One minute. It's kind of like a hockey game. 1 minute. Thirty seconds. $15 seconds. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Congratulations, you made it through desserts. All right. If the judges are ready, we are going to bring Emma up first. Oh, you haven't been first? All right. Excuse me. We're going to bring Chris. He hasn't been first. Sorry, buddy. Thank you for reminding me. All right. Chris, bring it on up. And I want to remind everybody, the dessert mystery basket was biscuit dough, cherries, condensed milk, cream cheese, and Fruit Loops. All right, Chris, tell us what you got.
All right, so we have a play on shortcake with berry, but then in this instance it's cherry shortcake. So we got a nice creamy whipped item in the middle with cream cheese, evaporated milk, a little whipped cream, and then on the bottom of that we have another version of the same item. Just with a little more cherry juice to kind of up the sweetness a little bit. We have a molasses and a cherry glaze, and a little, for Adonis, we got a fried banana. It's not a plantain, but it's close as we could do.
All right, close is good.
Crusted in Fruit Loops.
And Crescent Food was, Chris, thank you. Wonderful work. It looks delicious, my friend. Thank you. Okay, Curtis is parading his plate around somewhere so everybody can look at it. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oui, oui, chez Pierre, it is Curtis.
A pomegranate and a glass of juice for breakfast. A new chain and Schwinn is cruising fine. Left my sandals back at the apartment that I'm loving this morning. 'Cause I just scored a free umbrella and I'll be here all afternoon. And I'm alright right now, and everything's fine. Just because I'm thinking of you, I'm happy.
Hey, we're in the back in the old kitchen. The old kitchen, and we're here with Mike Taylor from Uphill Grill, who did all of the cooking tonight. What do you got, Mike?
Congratulations to all the chefs tonight. You guys kicked ass.
And this is a guy who competed last year and did an awesome job. Was full of energy. So, Mike, thank you so much for everything.
Thanks everybody that came out to support this and for everybody's support.
Woohoo!
Thank you, Andy, and everybody doing all the film work and the setup. A lot of work goes involved in this. Goes into this.
That's what vodka does. Anyway, see you in a second.
Just because I'm thinking of you, I'm happy. I'm sitting there in the parking lot, the sun is shining and the trees are waving at me. I know you've been married since about 4:30. life is all about. Why do we do what we do?
All right, we are ready. No. Leave him there. Okay, we're ready for dessert, and this is from Chris Abrego. Margaret, take over.
So I have to say that the first 15 years of my food service career were as a French baker and pastry chef, but I never had to do anything with Fruit Loops. So hats off to you. And I think we have a banana here dredged in Fruit Loops and fried. It's great. What a great thing to do. This funny little color thing over here. Lots of nice texture. The smooth cream. The good save on a canned biscuit. Fried it in butter gives it a little texture, a little more flavor. That's fun. In terms of plating, you were kind of fighting the cool of your creams and the heat of your biscuit, and it was hard to get over here. It looked really pretty in front of you, and then by the time it got here, it sort of started to move around a little bit. So hard thing to serve, but I liked the textures. I liked the chewy, the hot, the little bit. It wasn't too sweet, and so you had a little drizzle of a syrup around there that gave a little added sweetness, which was, I mean, you could run that banana through it. You could if you had one. Sorry. Nice.
Sorry to interrupt, but I heard cool of your cream and heat of your biscuit. I think that was a 70s song by somebody, but anyway.
There are children here, Andy. Yeah, I would echo all of what Margaret said. This is a difficult format, obviously, because you want to be the first one to present your dish right off the stove, and I think we all felt that. I felt it last year too. My stuff is sitting there, and I want you to eat it, and I want all of that. And if this is sitting in the window, I need hands. Like, this has to go out. This is exactly how I want to see it. And then as soon as it starts to sink, that's one thing. Your cream was once again, personal preference, but not sweet in the perfect way. Like, you had your fruit, you had that little bit of sweetness, but anything buttered and fried, give it to me. One thing that I've noticed throughout the whole night, Chris, is that you let the ingredients do the work. You are able to kind of transform, but still keep the idea of the ingredient. I thought that the little banana was so cute. Just maybe throw it on top. Like, that was like a, this is a great thing, and then this is just a little fun extra. Like, throw it on top and let it sing a little bit. And then, just maybe transform the cherry a little bit. Like, I know you don't have enough time. Nobody has enough time in this whole thing. So that'd be my only thing. But well done.
Well done. Very, very well done. I don't know what that banana little thing was, but the kids loved it. And I was like fighting them off with my fork, like, get away from it, because I want it. That was absolutely great. I mean, everybody, can we appreciate all of the chefs here too?
Great job. Great job.
Adonis, get your kids some Fruit Loops. I mean, whoever thought Fruit Loops would go into a dessert, but you did, and Chris, you did a great job. That was fantastic. Great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think Fruit Loops have been the breakfast dessert for children in America for the last 50 years. So, okay, now we take the plates. We have to tally up, and they will determine a winner from the dessert round. Oh, Emma. Oh, Emma. So sorry. I had called you first, subconscious. My bad. Let's get those desserts over here. It's Curtis's fault. All right, Emma, what you got?
Today I made tres leches. Saw the evaporated milk and kind of just ran with that. You have your Fruit Loops in the evaporated milk, and that's what I soaked the biscuits in. I made a little dulce de leche. Salt, little turbinado sugar and evaporated milk, and then you have the goat cheese, cream cheese, kind of or whatever, cherry marinade as one of the cheeses, and then I didn't remember putting the goat cheese in there, so I thought I was still only at 3, or like I thought I didn't have 3 cheeses. I thought I was at 2, so I made a whipped cream really quick. And then this dessert kind of plays back and forth with sweetness, and savory, so I charred the cherries on top as well.
Thank you, Emma, so much. Oh, these guys are tired. They did a great job. For all the chefs tonight, give it up. Come on. Woo! All right. They're going to give Emma a shot, do a little critique, and then when they're tallying up the vote for the winner, I'm going to do the live auction items I guess we have now. Curtis, does it go? It does. We have 2 auction items and a cash call when they tally up, and then there we go. Enjoy.
Except for working hard all day. Just hand it to me, I'll take it all the way. Then I probably won't remember your name. 'Cause I just wanna sell out. Tell me where to sign on the dotted line. I really wanna sell out. Stop being me for a fee from the record company. You hear me on the radio, see me on TV, 'cause I just wanna sell out. Tell me where to sell out. Cause I just wanna sell out. Tell me where to sign on the dotted line. I really wanna sell out. Stop being me for a fee from the record company. You hear me on the radio, see me on TV, 'cause I just wanna sell out. Tell me where to sell out. I really wanna sell out. I wanna be a sellout. I wanna be a sellout. Divided down. Well, I'm a winner, and you can tell because winners never quit. Oh no, well that's probably why I'm losing all the time. But I know my luck's gonna change. I can taste it in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Go big or go home. It's time to go big. It's time and see an individual who's got his act together. I'm calm, cool, and collected, but I'm jumping off the deep end. Everybody watch me go. Oh no, it's just as I suspected. Bet it all, let it ride. It's time to go big. It's time to go. So I'm rolling to Vegas, thinking I'll make a little money. Find me a pretty little woman who might keep me company. I'll end up busted, broke as a joke, outrageous. Every time I think I'm gonna take this town, well, this town is taking me. Someday I'm gonna be old and gray. I'm gonna look back at this and say that was dumb, dumb, dumb. While I'm young, I just wanna have a little fun and reminisce a little later on about the crazy things I've done. So I'm rolling to Vegas, thinking I'll make a little money. Find me a pretty little woman who's partying in my one little company. I'll end up busted, broke as a joke, outrageous. Every time I think I'm gonna take this town, I'm gonna take this town. Vegas, thinking I'll make a little money. Find me a pretty little woman who's partying in my one little company. I'll end up busted, broke as a joke, outrageous. Every time I think I'm gonna take this town is taking me.
Where's Emma? Emma? Oh, she probably had to use the bathroom. All right, everybody, we're ready for the last critique. Emma Ramirez and her desserts. I will not break tradition, and it will go to Margaret first.
Does that mean Curtis is going to get the last word? All right, Emma. This is she's lurking. She's lurking over here. Yeah. What? Lots of stuff going on this plate. Her dulce de leche, her tres leche plate. We have this wonderful sweet syrup on the bottom, and then her biscuits that are dipped in another sweetie thing. And then you've got this total surprise. The two total surprises. One, you just have a little very plain whipped cream, no sweetening in that, little sprinkle of Fruit Loops on top. And then the crazy thing here is a strawberry chev cheese. It's a goat cheese with some of her other things that she was required to use. So you have these two very savory items with this nice chewy biscuit and this very sweet, lovely sauce and some fruit. It's just all these wonderful textures, and then you just get that sweet and savory going together there, and it's a lot of fun. It's just like it's a surprise, and it's fun. Thank you.
Yeah, going back to how hard it is to have a plate sit for a while and be able to make sure that it still looks good when it sits for 10 or 12 minutes while we're yakking. But the dulce de leche was a perfect idea, and as soon as I got it, I was like, okay, what is this? Is it, fruit puree? What is it? But it held its texture so well. Obviously, it's dulce de leche, but well done on that. And then again on your quenelles, just sat perfectly. Stabilized whipped cream, very difficult to do. Well done. grated Fruit Loops. How cute is that? Like, you have this like bouquet of color with this wonderful cereal that 90% of the world eats or whatever. The biscuit itself as the vessel for the meal, I thought was a little bit dense, just because, you know, probably cooked it off first thing and then sat, and then maybe we had some kind of liquid, and then it's just like, you know, obviously it'd be really fun to do with like a Stroop waffle or something that was, or I don't know, just something like, or a little waffle or something that would be, you know, but you did with what you had, did well with what you had. To both of you, you know, once again, like, excellent job. Like, this is a incredibly hard thing to do. Kind of wish, you know, you once again both just baked biscuits and made things around it. Wish, like, you know, it's biscuit dough, dude. You can do so much with that. Like, we'll talk later.
I think Dan said street waffle. For everybody to know, that's code word to meet him at his van after this is done in the parking lot. Street waffle.
Street waffle. Emma, I am not a restaurant owner. I am not an award-winning chef. All right. I'm the guy you're trying to please. And you know what? Now, did I have help from the kids again? But you know what? If they're eating it, good job. Great job, Emma. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, when the kids hear Fruit Loops, they'll get it. All right, so they have to score up the dessert round. In the meantime, I've got to ask a favor. Who wants to, in a cash call, raise their numbered program and donate $500? Anybody? $500? $500? Anybody? 500? How about $250? $250 on a cash call. Anybody? $250? How about $100? Anybody? 100, 200, 300? Anybody else? 100? Another 100? 400? You guys can take them out there when they're done. How about $50? Anybody? $50? $50 right here. And when you bring it out, you can tell them $50. How about 25? 25 in the back. Awesome. Any more 25s? 25 right here. All right, that is our cash call. Thank you very much. We have 2 auction items. While they're tallying up desserts, where's Curtis? Curtis? Oh, Curtis said he didn't like the food and he was gone. So we're going to auction off Curtis's apron here. Who will give $100 for the apron? Anybody $100 for the apron? 100. How about a 200? Anybody 200? 200? 150. Anybody 150? 150? You're bidding against yourself. Okay. This. You're getting this. The apron. The apron he's wearing. Oh, the apron. We get the apron. Anybody? $200 for the apron. We get 150 right now. No, you're not going to bid on that, buddy. We know that. Oh, we know where that comes from. 150 goes once, twice, sold. Dennis Taylor has made this beautiful brass knocker and polished it. It's awesome. He's got a bunch of them. Super artist out of Arizona, now lives with me because he's my father-in-law. Woohoo. All right. $100 right now for the brass knocker. It does $100. Anybody $100? $100. Anybody $100? 100. 100 right here. 150. Anybody 150? 150. $150. 100 is going once. Twice. It is sold. Nice. All right, are we done judging? The judges? All right. Stephen Ferreter has taken all of the scorecards and is going to score it up right now. Be back in a sec.
Punch in, punch out, it's all the same day after day. It's getting old, living life for my lunch break. What I wouldn't give to throw my 40-hour week away. I can't wait till I give up my day job. Move to the beach, live in a bungalow and play in a tiki bar band. I'd party all night and I'd sleep all day. I'd do it right now, but I got bills to pay. So I'm spending every moment dreaming of that day when I give up my day job. That's me, kicking it in my flip-flops. Feel the sand between my toes. I'll never wear shoes again. That's me, sipping on another Mai Tai. No stress, soaking up the sunshine. Never let the good times end. Well, I can't wait till I give up my day job. Move to the beach, live in a bungalow and play in a tiki bar band. I'd party all night and I'd sleep all day. I'd do it right now, but I got bills to pay. So I'm spending every moment dreaming of that day when I give up my day job. I can see it right now, lying around with the palm trees in the breeze. Straight down to nothing and jump in the ocean. Sounds pretty good to me.
All right, everybody. The moment of truth is here. We have a winner. Rocky Mountain Development Council. Mark Brown. Music. The 2024 winner, Rocky Mountain Development Council's edition of Chopped, is Emma Ramirez. Congratulations. Congratulations. We have an award for you. And this is our Chopped trophy right here. All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming. Be safe. We love you. You're awesome. And we'll see you next year for another Chopped at Rocky Mountain Development Council. All right, so a quick interview. Emma, come in real quick. Emma, come on, tell us how you feel.
Excited and happy, very happy and humbled to be here. Obviously, just coming to Helena and getting asked to do this was like in itself a very big privilege for me. I don't know. I'm gonna tear up.
All right, tear up. And then what are you going to do tomorrow?
Drive to Colorado. Yeah. I'm gonna go board next week.
She's boarding next week, so good for her. All right, everybody.
Busy season. Before busy season. Gotta get in turns.
Good. All right. Thank you, Emma. Chris Abrego, wonderful job. Thank you. Adonis Garzon, nice job. You guys are awesome.